Good evening, everyone. It gave me goosebumps. Good evening, Board of Trustees, honorary guests, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Claudia Titola, and I was a first-year nursing student. I'm a second-year nursing student. I'm the Vice President of the Nursing Student Association, and I'll be your MC tonight. Before we begin our ceremony, I'd like to give you all a friendly reminder to please silence your electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. Now I would like to welcome you all to the pinning ceremony for the nursing class of 2024. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to start us off by inviting Justin and Jeremy Garcia to the stage to perform the national anthem. Justin and Jeremy Garcia appeared on season 25 of The Voice, and they were in the top 20. Not only are they so talented, they are also our very own Bianca Garcia's twin brothers. Go ahead and rise for our national anthem.
They're amazing.
Thank you, that was beautiful. I would like to call upon our president now of the Nursing Student Association of Class 2024, Ms. Gabriella.
I want to give a warm welcome to everyone here and give thanks to all of our family and friends present here today, along with those watching live. Wow, guys, what a wild ride. I can't believe it, we're finally done. These past 2 years, and especially these past 2 weeks, or a few weeks, we have dealt with so many emotions and with so much. This is such an amazing accomplishment, and I'm extremely proud of every single one of you. I will honestly miss coming to lecture and hearing Cecilia's and Jesus's laughs. Kazul's funny outbursts when it wasn't her turn to talk. And Mandy answering all of Mark's questions. Vic and Glenn laughing at almost every lecture. All of our side chit-chats, our hangouts after class, and most of all, seeing and talking and to getting to know all of you. My journey in nursing has been a long one. I graduated from Sonoma State back in 2017 and got my bachelor's degree in human development. My goal was to get into the nursing program there, but the competition was, of course, a lot and extreme, so it didn't happen. Instead, I returned to the College of Marin to complete my prerequisites, and by 2021, I was applying to nursing programs. I had applied to 3 schools, and the only one I got accepted into was College of San Mateo. That same year, I also found out I was pregnant with my first child. And was conflicted with starting the nursing program while pregnant and then having my daughter while in school. So I sent an email, of course, to Judith, and fortunately, they offered me the ability to start the following year, which I am utterly grateful because I was able to enjoy my pregnancy and my baby for the first 7 months of her life, and without any of the stress of nursing school. I also found out another of my classmates would be doing the same as me. And we both deferred until 2022. The decision to start the following year was the best decision because, again, I treasured the time spent with my baby and my husband as 2 new parents, but I also got to be part of a program with an amazing group of people. Everyone was so friendly and wonderful, and I want to thank as well our instructors because you have all shaped us into amazing baby nurses. I witnessed a lot of resilience in my cohort. So many of us coming from different backgrounds and experiences. A lot of sacrifice to get to this finish line. Some of us got married, had kids, among other key milestones during these past 2 years. And now to my family, and I'm going to say this in Spanish. Primeramente, le quiero dar gracias a Dios porque sin Él no hubiese podido completar mi sueño de ser enfermera. Segundo, a toda mi maravillosa familia. Con todo el apoyo y el amor que siempre me han dado. Mi abuela, mi suegra, gracias porque sin ustedes no creo que hubiera completado mi programa. Y también gracias a mi abuelo por venir desde El Salvador. Okay. My wonderful family, I thank for all your support, love as always. Thank you to my husband for all the sacrifices during these past 2 years, and to my daughter Melody, though she may not remember this, but this is all for her and her future. I would like to close by directing this to the audience. For anyone that feels that it's not possible or can't accomplish their dreams, there are numerous reasons for one to pause or stop reaching for their goals. But I can honestly say from my own journey, which included raising a young baby while also working part-time and going to school full-time, you too can achieve with strong effort, resilience, belief in oneself, and a sprinkle of support to keep going. You are capable, and like so many say, if I was able to do it, you can too. To my cohort, thank you for making these past 2 years an amazing journey, and for everyone's hard work and effort to pull this off today. Thank you all, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you, Gabby. Our next speaker is our very own associate professor, Miss Shannon Spring. Shannon is a practicing nurse with 14 years of service, all of which have been in the medical surgical nursing. She's worked in a GI surgical unit at Stanford for at least 12 years. She began teaching 5 years ago as a clinical instructor at UCSF. Her 4th year is this year, this coming fall with CSM. She met Jesse, who is another instructor here at CSM in our nursing program, and ever since they've been inseparable. She received the Nurse of the Year award for her unit, not once, but twice in a row, and was also awarded a Baby Award. She's lucky enough to teach 10 brand new students every fall, and spring she teaches/co-teaches 3 of the remaining 4 classes. I'm scared. For the 2nd year students. She has one son, Nielsen, who serves as a source of her inspiration for her love of cardiac. Getting students across the finish line as safe, competent, thoughtful nurses is what keeps her coming back year after year. Welcome, Shannon.
Jordan right now. The nerves. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for that wonderful reception. Before I get started, I do want to take a moment to thank our wonderful security services here at CSM and our amazing San Mateo Police Department for allowing this event to go on without a hitch and helping us all to feel just a little bit safer today. So I want to give them a huge round. This is for you, class of 2024. Woo, woo. 2nd year students always hold a special place in my heart, and this class is no exception. I thrive in a teaching environment where I can take all the things they have learned from my amazing colleagues and push, challenge, and fine-tune what they think they already know. Sometimes I think if I were ever put at the helm of welcoming 1st year students to nursing, we might not have any students left. Thankfully, not one of us on the faculty at CSM exists in a silo. We work hard as a team behind the scenes to ensure a smooth transition from one course to the next, each with a unique approach. If gentle parenting is your thing, we've got you covered, ready to wrap you up in warmth and kindness. Need some unicorn sparkles in your life to lift your spirits? We have just the bubbly, energetic person waiting for you at the end of each exam. Want to sound amazingly smart with acronyms that your L&D nurses have never heard of, but that demonstrate your knowledge acquisition? Check, we've got you there too. And how about a dad joke or a logic puzzle that no one can solve? We've got that too. We keep you well stocked with all the tools you could possibly need to stab each other with needles. Keep me away from all the needles. By the time these fantastic students reach me, they have been prepped and primed, ready to handle what we offer in second-year med-surg, and they have a whole army of support to help them across that finish line. When I read the comments at the end of the classes, I see that they felt challenged, that it was their most complex class, and that they had to push hard to really master the content, and I get so excited. That impact is what drives me. I love to make hard content accessible and have it be something that they will use daily to keep yours and mine safe. We provide the tools, but they know that if they don't do the hard, purposeful work, we cannot create the masterpiece you see before you today. I'm sure all of you in the audience have heard the following noises coming from our graduates on more than one occasion. Why, Shannon? Why? I just can't. What in the actual, insert your favorite expletive here. Every now and then, a lecture of mine comes with a unique warning. It is not the kind you might expect, but rather a signal to brace yourselves, because what I'm about to teach you will be a thrilling intellectual roller coaster. I thought it would be fun, for me, to revisit some of these dense classes. Well, why? I may be able to reevaluate my definition of fun at some point, but for now, let's just go with it. Usually when I have a fun and good idea, I get a certain look on my face, and a maniacal laugh may or may not slip out. The look and laugh serves as a precursor to the many groans I might hear shortly thereafter. So let's all buckle up and get a glimpse of what they had to go through to be sitting here in front of you today. EKGs. Surely, this lecture can't be that bad, right? It's just the heart, which is merely a mechanical pump with some electricity running through it. How hard can that be? Enter P wave, PR interval, QRS complex, R to R interval, ST elevation, depression, and the good old T wave. And next thing you know, the class looks like they're ready to get off this ride. I never miss an opportunity to teach, so I'd like to explain what those strange sounding terms mean today as it pertains to this amazing class in front of you. Class of 2024, you are the class of heart. You beat together, are stronger together, and know what it takes to propel the body, mind, and spirit forward. Our P wave represents that initial kick and impulse. You start with a spark, fill your mind, and prepare to move through each hurdle. It may be a small bump on the tracing, but you cannot have a good outcome without this kick. You need this piece to work and to work well. In order to sustain your life, you must persist, persevere, be passionate, and be predictable. Next, we move on to our PR interval. I'd like to think of this as the length of time it takes to master the content. Each of us gets to it in our own time. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's too slow, and sometimes it's just right. Sometimes it keeps getting longer, and longest, especially as you inch closer to your breaks. And sometimes it drops the ball completely and leaves us momentarily, but thankfully, it always comes back. You are polished, resourceful, and insightful. As I shared with them in class, the QRS complex is the main event. This is the big one. This action generates all the flow that our brains, lungs, and bodies need. This class is the QRS complex. They have what it takes to get where they're going. They stood up, filled their buckets with blood, sweat, fears, caffeine, and tears, and did what needed to be done, no matter what. The work required to do this big action cannot possibly be missed by those of you in this room. You saw it, you felt it, and you refueled them just enough to keep them going. They lifted each other up and in one harmonious impulse got themselves across a finish line that only a few short weeks ago seemed like it couldn't be. And yet here we are, because these graduates had the fortitude to keep us from failing, to keep us alive, and to keep us thriving and perfusing. They are quintessentially resilient superstars. So what is an R to R interval? I promise it's almost over. For us, it's the time between one triumphant hard thing and the next insanely hard thing. We strive to hit our milestones equally and at that perfect 60 to 100. But sometimes the hard things are more spread out. Other times, like in neuro, the hits just keep on coming, one after the other. No matter what the Iggy text threw their way, they are still robust and resolute. Some of the scarier things that we have faced together I'd like to categorize as our ST depression and ST elevation. Like the swinging pendulum, neither high nor low serve our bodies in a sustainable way. We strive to maintain equilibrium as we hold tight in returning to our center, quickly home to our isoelectric line. They did just that. When they were pulled low and our class needed more oxygen, they rallied back. When they were pulled too high and at risk of something even more sinister than hypoxia, they said no. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. As nurses, we control our fate and our destiny, and nothing will pull us away from what we know to be true, good, and just. And like that, they returned home to their isoelectric line, ready for nourishment, ready to restore peace. We stuck together. Now, how exactly did they refill, regenerate, and recuperate? They finished this second-year cycle off with the T wave. Think of the T wave like that tropical sandy beach, warm, peaceful, and restorative. They sipped that pina colada, got sun exposure, 10 to 15 minutes only, and rested their bodies. This rest and refill is so critical to making it to that next step. You are triumphant. And here they are, ready to beat again, ready to take on that impulse, ready to move on and move forward. What do you want your next heartbeat to look like? What do you want it to feel like? Sinus rhythm is the goal. I wish for you that your next beat is even, measured, strong, and purposeful. Now that we've closed out the cardiac cycle, let's move on to cranial nerves. Just kidding. Why would I do that to us? That was Janis's thing. Class of 2024, thank you for being you, for your integrity, for standing up for yourselves and for all of us, and for your commitment to excellence in nursing. Thank you for being fun and loud, so loud, and gregarious and silly. We feel safe when teaching you. And we feel like you have restored so much of what was lost post-COVID. You are who we need, and we can't wait to meet you as a colleague and a friend. One word of advice before I close: keep it honest. Count those respirations. Because even if I am not there, I am always in your head somehow. Congratulations and welcome to the circus.
Shannon. That was a nice QRS poem and metaphor for them, but gave me palpitations. Second year. Okay. I would now like to invite our fearless leader, who's been running this program for CSM for the past 30 years. Everyone, please welcome our nursing program director, Janis Wisherop.
Been in the program teaching and then directing it for a cumulative of 30 years. So just want to make it straight. 26 years as a professor, which I'm very proud of. But let me get back to this here. Well, good afternoon. Put my glasses on. Here we go. Better. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, proud family members and friends, and most importantly, our beloved graduate student nurses. Welcome, everybody. Before I let you know about these special people here on stage and deliver my farewell speech, I would like to introduce the nursing team, known as TNT. The faculty, staff, our nursing program family members who are attending and celebrating with all of you today. I'll start with our full-time professors. Natalie Weckler. Natalie is manager of the introductory classes in the program, providing the foundation students need to be successful. I lost my place here. Successful in all the subsequent nursing courses. Natalie also teaches in the second year and is a faculty advisor for the Nursing Student Association, who planned and put on this ceremony today. Melinda Wynn. Melinda is the course manager for pediatrics. She's the assistant program director and our simulation coordinator. She teaches pre-nursing students and in both first and second year program courses. Melinda is on the pathway to becoming our newest program director, and we wish her the best of luck. Shannon Spring, who you just heard from, Shannon is our manager and content expert for our medical surgical courses. She teaches students the most current and best practices in nursing as she continues to hold a per diem position at Stanford Healthcare when not teaching with us. Shannon represented College of San Mateo in the statewide plenary meeting for Academic Senate, creating the pathway for all community college nursing programs in this state to allow our bachelor's prepared peers to teach with us in the classroom and not just labs or the clinical rotations. Jesse Tom. Jesse is the course manager for maternal, child, and reproductive health and co-teaches the third semester med-surg course with her best bud, Shannon. In addition to being busy with teaching, Jessie collaborates with her peers here on campus, discovering innovations in teaching and learning and bringing those skills to the classroom. Jessie will begin the fall 2024 semester as the program assistant director. And then Mark Hollingsworth. Mark is our newest full-time faculty person who teaches students about mental health nursing, something we could all use a refresher on sometimes. He began this program in 2008 as a student, came back in 2014 as faculty, and has been with us since, but now on a permanent basis. Nationally, men represent 12% of the nursing workforce, Mark is among 6 male faculty we have working with our students, so that puts us at about 32%. We are happy to have these peers teaching with us because our program generally has in excess of 15% male identifying students. Next, I would like to introduce our tireless adjunct instructors and staff. Many of these women and men work in the areas of expertise and share their knowledge with students 12 to 15 hours per week on top of their already full-time load that they work. We have veterans, and I'd like to recognize the veterans that are here today. Veterans meaning they have taught in our program for years and years and years, and they just keep coming back. Eileen Simon is one. Did you take a picture of that? I figured. Dory Backus, 16 years. Paula Edwards, she's been with us for 11 years. Irene Luciano, 10 years. And before I move on to recognizing the other folks, we see Jane McAteer, previous director with our program. If I miss anybody, I'm apologizing in advance, but here we go. Joyce Liu. Well, let me tell you about this group coming up. These are graduates of ours that came back to teach and work with us too. In addition to Mark, we have Joyce, and we have Charlene Rosenbaum. Charlene is a 2010 grad, and she just started with us in fall of 2023. She's an RN, but she's our exquisite coordinator of our very awesome skills lab. And Charlene is awesome too. Down in the front, I see we have Tanya Martha. She's a 2008 grad. And Maravik Perez. Maravik and Joyce were classmates together, so she's from 2009. Maravik is our super dynamic community liaison nurse who has maintained and developed clinical experiences in the community and outside the acute care hospitals. Craig Jackson. Craig teaches alongside with Mark in mental health. So again, if I missed anybody, I have a lot more people on my list, but I only saw the people that I just mentioned. Although I'm very proud of my accomplishments here at College of San Mateo, including getting us through the pandemic and never pausing the program, I was instrumental in bringing on more than 20 of the individuals I mentioned to join our team in the past 4 years, and I hope they continue on with us as they are a diverse group and contribute so much to our program and give so much to our students. And last but not least, thought you were gonna get away with this, Judy, didn't you? I want to recognize Miss Judy Chun. Judy has been our staff assistant for 8 years and is the true nurse here in the program. Judy saves our lives time and time again with ensuring we complete forms correctly and on time. She sends us reminders because she knows we forget a lot. And she just keeps us overall in line and makes the program run smoothly. Thank you, Judy. On behalf of all the faculty and students. Well, now let's talk about the class. The soon-to-be registered nurses. These grads sacrifice so much to complete this program. And their families and friends have felt the impact too, am I right? Every year, we ask the graduating class some questions about their experience in the program, and I'd like to share the results. First of all, 79% of the grads responded. Not bad considering we surveyed them all the time. Who is the CSM nursing class of 2024? There are 48 who will receive their pins. who mostly began the program in August of 2022, having no idea what they were in store for. For the past 2 years, they have learned what they need to know to start their career as new graduate nurses, when more and real life learning takes place. In just a few weeks, several of you in the audience will be receiving phone calls or text messages letting you know there is a new, very happy RN that just received their license. Here are some class demographics. 71% identify as female. And remember what I said about the statistics regarding male identifying nurses? This class, 29% identify as male. Their average age is 31 years old. They are a diverse group representing many cultures and ethnic backgrounds and traditions, delivering care in their clinical rotations to our equally diverse neighbors. 71% of these grads were already working in healthcare when they began this program. Now on to some survey questions. The first question I asked, so what do you think about the program? Kind of loaded, I wanted to know. 74% thought it was awesome. Thank you, and I agree. 21% thought it was better than good, and 5% thought it was a good program. But none of you rated it as just okay or not so good, so thank you for that too. The next question in the survey asked about employment. It's a fact, our students worked before they came into the program and still work throughout because they needed to. Many are primary income earners. 58% of this cohort worked outside of the school demands and family obligations. How many hours per week did you work? The majority worked more than 20 hours, with 4 graduates working 30 to 40 hours per week. For the most part, these grads kept their employment and continued to work in healthcare, such as caregivers, LVNs, CNAs, EMTs, surgical technology, phlebotomy, rehab, occupation, they've named so many. They just are out there working in healthcare, and when they're not in healthcare, they're babysitter, program managers, waitresses, and retail associates. 63% received financial assistance, with a total in excess of $35,000 from our campus and district programs through loans, scholarships, federal and state grants, tuition reimbursement programs, work study gift cards, and since last year, many of these grads have been enjoying the free tuition for county residents. This is a fast-paced program with course and clinical rotations changing every 8 weeks, challenging even the most stable relationships. 21% of you identified as single, and 37% were in some sort of relationship with a partner, where 40% of you took the plunge and are married. During the time you were in the program, 2 of you began a relationship and 5 of you ended one. 18 of you on this stage have been parenting children while you were in the program. The number of kids among you is 26. You can now retrieve them back from the sitters, friends, and family and begin interacting with them once again. Attend their events, create new memories, and to spend quality time you'll have together. Life continues despite the pressures that go along with being in nursing school. The next question asks these graduates about those experiences. But first, let's take time to remember Devon Delaney at this time. He joined this group of peers, excited to complete the program and become an RN so he can give back to others like him, a cancer survivor. Unfortunately, cancer came back and Devon was unable to continue on with his life. We are grateful to have met him. I gave these grads a list to check from regarding significant events in their lives and what happened to them while they were in the program, and I encouraged them to add more. So I found out that 2 of you got engaged, 1 got married, 1 became separated, but they're working on it. 5 of you found time to have a baby, and we already heard about those. This included students who actually gave birth to a baby, and other students being the partner helping to raise that baby. 3 of you reported a significant change in your own health status, so hopefully that will improve beginning tonight. 10 of you experienced the death of a loved one, and many of you shared about Devon. 11 of you moved residences, someone raised a dog, and one grad added that they were their twin brother's manager for the voice. Now I know who it is. Okay, call you out, find out. These grads were not only the ones reaching educational goals in their family. 12 children received a diploma. Well, more than 12, I forgot to change that number, so forget that. But 6 preschool graduations, 6 kindergartners, 3 elementary, and 1 college graduation. And a shout out to partners and spouses who also completed a program or degree. Well done. These graduates had all the stressors of life in school. But look at you now. Wow, you really did this. My favorite part of the survey are the comments at the end. I will not read them all to you, just a few, but I have read them all, and they warm my heart. One of the students wrote, or grads wrote, "Class of 2024 had an incredible bond, trauma and all. I'm so proud of us for getting through, faculty and staff included. I was scared I wouldn't pass some classes when getting into the nursing school because I've heard that nurses eat their young. But I never got that from the instructors here. So a little side note here, although this could be true, it is not here. We actually prefer chocolate." It goes on to say, "I've never had teachers who care for us this much. From bringing us baked goods, and we do, herbs, flowers, and snacks, to celebrating us throughout each course. I felt the love and support after passing each exam. It was the notes of congratulations in our Canvas notifications and encouraging posters taped in our hallways. Thank you, CSM Nursing. I'm so grateful for the experience." Another one wrote, "I learned so much professionally and personally. I'm so grateful for this opportunity and the people I met. I will never forget my experiences in this program." And although this is an anonymous survey, I particularly like this one because it was signed. "This has been the most stressful and yet the most rewarding chapter in my life. I've always felt supported by the staff and program. This program nurtured me and pushed me to not only be a great aspiring nurse, but also a great person. From Janis, Judith, and all the instructors, I've always felt like I could talk to any one of them at any time. Although these are my parting thoughts, I will always feel the love of family whenever I think of my time in this program. Thank you all for everything." Thank you, Vic. Just a little bit more. One student wrote, "See you later when I become a clinical instructor at CSM." I know, I made some recommendations, so I hope to see you back. "It's a darn hard program. Never had this many nightmares in my life until nursing school happened. Whoever you are, I hope you're sleeping better." And last, "It was an awesome and hard experience, but we made it onto the next chapter of our lives. And so here we are, beginning that new chapter. Today is a momentous occasion, a day of celebration and new beginnings. We gather here to honor the dedication, hard work, and achievement of our graduating class of these new nurses. It is a day filled with joy, pride, and a sense of accomplishment. As we commemorate this special moment, we also embrace this significant transition in our professional nursing community. I stand here before you today with a heart full of mixed emotions. After 30 years of serving in this program, 26 years as a professor, and the last 4 as your director, it is time for me to step down and embark on a new chapter of my life called retirement. be focusing on my family, my friends, and me. I've learned a few things along the way. This ceremony is not only a milestone for our graduates, but also a personal farewell to this program and the people involved with it. You have graciously allowed me to make a difference in your lives, as you have certainly done that in mine. To our graduates, I want to extend my warmest congratulations. Your commitment to excellence, compassion, and resilience has brought you to this pivotal point. You have chosen a noble profession, one that requires not just skill and knowledge, but also a deep sense of empathy and an unwavering dedication to caring for others. The pins you will receive today are symbols of your readiness to enter the world of nursing, to touch lives, and for you to make a difference. As you move forward, remember that nursing is not just a career, it is a calling. There will be moments of triumph and times of challenge. You will experience the joy of healing and the sorrow of loss. Through it all, hold on to the values that brought you here: compassion, integrity, and relentless pursuit of excellence. To my colleagues and the entire nursing faculty, thank you for your unwavering support and collaboration over the years. Together, we have built a community that nurtures and inspires. It has been an honor to work alongside such dedicated professionals who share a common goal of shaping the future of healthcare. We are TNT. To the families and friends of our graduates, your support has been invaluable. Your encouragement, patience, and love has been the foundation upon which our students have built their success. Today, we celebrate not just the achievements of our graduates, but also the sacrifices and contributions of those who stood by them. As I retire, I carry with me countless memories and a deep sense of gratitude. The journey has been enriching and fulfilling, marked by the growth and accomplishments of so many remarkable graduates of our program. I am confident that the future of nursing is capable and capable in compassionate hands. Thank you, and may your careers be filled with purpose, compassion, and the satisfaction of knowing that you are making the world a better place, one patient at a time. Congratulations and farewell.
Thank you, Janis. I would like to invite Cecilia Macias to the podium now to read her letter dedicated to Devon. And everyone can follow along on page 6 in your pamphlets. You can read along with her.
Oh, I didn't press this.
I'll try to keep it short and sweet, and want to address that howling in the background. I'm hungry, it's my stomach. So I'm going to read a tribute I had written and shared with Janis in the class. I had shared this last summer, and it's about our cohort Devon who passed away. If my voice starts cracking, it's public speaking, it makes me nervous. Okay, here we go. Dear families, friends, and class of 2024, as you know, Devon Delaney started with our cohort last year and unfortunately had to drop out of nursing school due to health reasons. Devon spoke openly about his health, and many of our cohorts were aware of the reason for his departure. It disheartens me to say that Devon passed away Tuesday morning, August 15th, 2023. Few of our cohorts got to know him in the short time he was in the program, so I'd like to share some of the things we grew to love about him. Devon was in our BX cohort at the beginning of the school year. He shared with us the reason that he wanted to become a nurse was because, as a cancer survivor himself, he understood the significant role nurses played in his own recovery process. Inspired by their compassion and care, he made it his goal to pay it forward and give back to others by joining the profession. His heartfelt motivation left an immediate impression on us and the kind of person he was. I grew close to Devon on our weekly commutes to our clinical site in San Francisco. Those car rides became the environment where our friendship deepened. Devon's thoughtful gestures, like daily check-ins and curiosity about my work, were a lifeline for me during those demanding times. In his words, friendships require work. He lived up to that wholeheartedly. Devon was outspoken, willing to challenge the conventional, and he had a matter-of-fact demeanor. Devon was prickly on the outside. On the inside, he exuded warmth and kindness stemming from an immense heart. When Devon left the program, the void he left behind was palpable. He and I tried to find our new equilibrium, navigating that delicate line between giving space and maintaining our friendship connection. We came to a new understanding, and with new conversations, a new ritual came up, sharing 3 things we were grateful for each day. At the top of his list was his husband. His love for his husband was expressed in our conversations and text messages often. As I think back on the time I knew Devon, I am filled with appreciation. His loyalty, humor, and kindness enriched my life. Though our paths crossed for a moment, the things he taught me are everlasting. Although I knew him only after his diagnosis, Devon showed me who he was as a complex human being, his vulnerability, the weight of his struggles and fears, and living in limbo while trying to have meaningful experiences at the end of his life. I will take this with me and always remember him when I see the person first and not their diagnosis. He taught me that rich love can happen at any point in our lives. He reinforced in me that new, deep, meaningful friendships are not hard, they're just a little work. Finally, I'll leave 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for Devon. I'm grateful for the connections I've developed while in nursing school. I'm grateful for the people I meet here on earth, as they are all my teachers. Sincerely, Cecilia. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that moving letter. Okay, it's that time. It's the moment we've been waiting for. I would like to invite the pinners for rows 1 to exit the theater into the lobby and line up on the very right-hand side of the theater. Our first-year students will help you once you're in the lobby.
Gabriela Alvarenga. Rosa Alvarenga, Javier Pajaro, and Melody Pajaro Alvarenga. How Win, being pinned by Shannon Spring. Follow the instructions. Princella de Vera, being pinned by Glenda de Vera and Edgardo de Vera. Mirabella Kong Huynh. Being pinned by Mai Jin and Aubrey Quinn Kim. Karina Lluvia Reyes. Being pinned by Gloria Romero, Esteban Huerta, Raul Reyes, and Raul Reyes III. Joya Zucchero. Being pinned by John, Deborah, Angela, John, and Dustin. Row 2 families, please make your way to the lobby. Anna Marie Cruz Segui. Being pinned by Annie and Marlon Segui. Linda Magdalena Lopez. Being pinned by Camille Lopez and Elena Alvarez. Khadija Amusi. Being pinned by Mustafa Bulmane. Megan Gempis. Being pinned by Daryl Gempis. Bianca Gabrielle Garcia. Being pinned by Jordana and Nestor Garcia. Please be seated. Row 2, please stand. Patricia Serrato, being pinned by Ricardo Serrato and Richard Howard. Monica Manriquez. Being pinned by Rosa and Juvenal Manriquez. Angel Kalendatas Long. Being pinned by Vin, Sydney, and Bo. Beverly Abad. Being pinned by her parents, Benny and Eric. Lordeliza May Cunless. Being pinned by Dominic Cunless. Ghana Jin. Being pinned by Noah and Michael Jin. Row 3 families, please go to the lobby. Tanya Taya Conception. Being pinned by Marco and Mark Conception. Ray Medina. Being pinned by Marjorie and Maddie Medina and Ray Jr. Amanda Nava. Being pinned by John Nava. Phoebe Zoo. Being pinned by Yan Chuen Xiao. Jermaine Miniman. pinned by Godfrey Miniman and Cheryl Sebastian. Gia Marie Franco. Being pinned by Faye and Victorino Franco and family. Row 3, please stand.
I guess this duel's not for me. Kazul Adukari. Being pinned by Asutos Gunure. Autumn Mendez. Being pinned by her classmate, Marilyn Cornejo. Marilyn Cornejo, being pinned by Autumn Mendez and her nephew, Aeneas Cornejo. Kismet Khan. Being pinned by his niece, Liana Warich. Cecilia Macias. Being pinned by her sisters, Mila Soto, Raquel Lupe, and Gloria Macias. Jesus Sanchez Rivera. Pinned by Laura Sanchez. Row 4 families, please make your way to the lobby. Daphne G. Pinned by Carmelita G. Alexandra Sasha Pusakova. Pinned by Jane Pusakova. Ryan Flynn. Being pinned by Noreen Flynn. Kema Pove. Being pinned by Anthem, Udom, Ethan and Edward Nick, and Free Kessel. Alma Arisa Sullivan. Being pinned by Ray Sullivan and Ethan Sullivan. Wait for it and listen. Row 4, please stand. Rome Aquino. Him by his wife Andrea and his son Riley. Caesar Velos Jr. Pin by Caesar Velos Sr. and Stella Velos.
Let's go, CJ!
Wei Long Lee. Being pinned by Cornelia Lee and Sunny Huang. Patrick Cassidy. Being pinned by Sophie Wasak and Elizabeth Cassidy. Big Kevin Ferraris. Being pinned by Stephanie, Dixon, Bee, and Val. Glenn Lamorte Villamore. Being pinned by Marcy Lamorte Villamore and Dr. Janelle Lamorte Villamore. Jordan O'Hara. Being pinned by Jen O'Hara and Nico Whitman. Alyssa Towner. Being pinned by Theodore and Oscar Vandenberg. Stephen Yip. Pinned by Lisa and Samuel Yip. Leia Garante Scriven. Being pinned by Tiago Tafur. Rizwana Sheikh. Being pinned by Sheikh Sahib and family. Mandy Grumman. Being pinned by Aaron Grumman.
You'll see the Nightingale Pledge.
Hi again. I would like to invite all registered nurses to stand, please, in the audience. So this is a tradition at pinning ceremonies, is to recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge. There are many variations of it, so the one you find in your brochure is the one we will read tonight. I will not read the brief history. I'll let you read the brief history because I didn't really prepare to do that, and Fritz too small. I'll go with the other one here. Are we ready? All right. Let's begin. in full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any actions that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and uphold the professional nursing integrity. Now, I forgot something. There's a very special thing in this pledge. I'm supposed to have initiated lighting the candles, right? So I'll do that now.
You may have a seat. Right now, I'd like to invite Melissa Towner and Jordan O'Hara to come up to the stage. Come to the stage, please. Melissa and Jordan have been phenomenal to the first year nursing students. As if nursing school wasn't hard enough, they spent their time studying on what they needed to do and also spent time tutoring and helping us first year students who were lost and very confused. And they walked us through what we needed to do. And both of them doing their bachelor's program as well. We wanted to thank you guys for taking the time and guiding us because we were lost and we needed your help. And Monica, we want to say thank you for guiding us and being so compassionate to us and just being here for us. I'd like to request the nursing faculty at this time to please come up to the stage. And if you guys don't know, we go to the hospitals and we do our clinical hours. All the staff there always talk about College San Mateo, College of San Mateo. And I couldn't be prouder to be a College San Mateo student. And it's this faculty that make us who we are. So thank you, nursing faculty. Graduates, please come to the stage. Nursing staff, it's because of you guys that we'll get jobs, because we're so smart. Graduates, go ahead and grab flowers. Thank you, staff, for all that you do and shaping us into great nurses. Now, with much enthusiasm, I'd like to invite Melinda to this podium.
So Jesse and I are bite size, hence the stool. Wow, I am so proud of you all. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Today, we not only celebrate the people who are up here who are starting their RN journey, but we're also celebrating somebody who has committed her life, her 30 years, to the service of the College of San Mateo nursing program. Janis, today we honor you. Janis graduated from USF with a bachelor's in nursing. Can anybody spot her in this great big picture? Nobody? Well, neither could I. But you know, the faces, the smiley, happy faces in that picture, they represent hope. Just like the faces down here, hope is what's in the faces, and maybe a little bit of relief. Janis continued to earn her master's at the University of San Francisco. She worked as an RN at UCSF at 2 different home healthcare hospital agencies and at a blood bank. She was also the owner and president of a NCLEX review course. At the CSM nursing program, Janis started as an instructor and worked her way up to her current position of director. Her major accomplishments, and there are many, but I'm just gonna say a few because I know you have dinner plans. So she led us through the COVID pandemic. Other nursing programs closed, ours did not. She was instrumental in the development of policies and procedures and student learning outcomes. She also started the process of getting our program nationally accredited, which is amazing. She was and is well-liked and respected both by students and by faculty. Janis's bright smile has encouraged students for decades, 3 to be exact. Through the years, Janis has proven herself to be faithful to the CSM nursing program. Never once did her commitment waver. She was a course manager, problem solver, mentor, innovator, grant writer, confidant, friend, and so much more. She was a course manager for multiple courses and has taught, I calculate, about 1,500 students. That's a lot of students over her career. The students will remember her as being tough, but kind and fair. In fact, we have quite a number of her students right here. Can you raise your hand? Oh, yes. Janis worked tirelessly to improve our program. One example is when she received an innovation grant in spring 2019 to pilot an electronic testing system. Boy, was that handy, because in 2020, we all went online overnight. We are forever grateful for Janis and her amazing ability to relate to others. We keep faculty for a long time. They thrive with us, and we even have students come back to teach with us. And yes, that is Mark as a student. Not only did Janis give herself fully to the CSM nursing program, but she also gave her time to heart and soul and stamp out stigma. Janis, you have been such a staunch supporter of our program. You encouraged us every step of the way. Faculty and staff will remember Janis as somebody who advocated for our program and got a lot of good and important stuff done. Yes, teachers drink too. Janis, thank you for being a part of our lives. We will always remember you. We appreciate all your hard work over the years. You truly are a remarkable woman, and we wish you all the best. Janis, please come and say a few words.
Told me today, she goes, we're going to do a little tribute, and you want to say something, or you'll need to say something. I think I was directed I needed to say something. So I'm like, oh, great. Let's see what I can do. So I did something, then I threw it into ChatGPT, and I said, do it a little bit better. So here it is. I did it a little bit better, not entirely. I'm truly at a loss for words. Thank you for the beautiful tribute. It is an immense honor to be recognized today for my years of service to this institution and this program. Nursing and education have always been my calling, and I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have found a career I so deeply love. How lucky can one be to have had the opportunity to touch so many lives through a profession that brings such profound fulfillment? Who gets to experience this? Nurses do, educators do, and program directors do. And I did. I am very fortunate. I'm a very fortunate woman indeed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody.
Congratulations, graduates. We're all proud of you, and thank you, families, for your support in helping them get here, because nursing school is not easy at all. You are a part of their success. And I hope you all have a great career and continue to fulfill that compassion and competence that you learned here. I'd like to thank you all so much for coming and celebrating with us. College of San Mateo, graduating class of 2024, we wish you the best of luck. And can we all just stand and give you guys all a round of applause? Audience, if you don't mind remaining seated, the graduates are going to exit, and so is faculty. Once they are gone, you may follow them. Thank you all for coming and driving safe.